Hi, this is Joel Manby, and welcome to our first Q&A answer session. As you know, we put out a call for questions. We got 20 or so really good ones. We're going to deal with 3 today. So the first question that came in, very appropriate right now, is unity possible right now? If so, how do we achieve it? And this is incredibly appropriate given what happened last week in the Capitol. I'm filming it the week after the Capitol siege. The answer is yes, we can have unity, but it's difficult right now. I just had a really good conversation with one of my daughters who we are on opposite sides of the political issues out there today, and yet we had a really healthy, constructive conversation. And I want to share with you a few tips that we learned by doing this that are really helpful. One is start the conversation with trying to find common ground. Not looking at your differences, but trying to find common ground. I think a couple ways to achieve that: stay away from labels, stay away from conservative, liberal, or Democrat, Republican. Try to speak specifically about issues, not labels. Secondly, is to ask why over and over again. Why do you feel this way? Why are you angry? Where are your facts? Why? And the more you ask why, you will get at the root of their feelings. And by doing that, you get to the third point, which is you are seeking to understand, not to be understood. And if we focus our time on understanding their position and repeating it back to them, they will feel heard and they will feel understood. Then you can express your view, and hopefully they will treat you with the same respect. And fourthly, and overarching everything, is to think about love. We are loving the other person, and love is the answer through all of this tragedy that we've had in this country. So it all starts and begins with love. And the last point I would make is, if the person you're dealing with and you've handled it this way and they are still angry and they still won't listen to you, maybe it's time to move on and deal with another conversation or another person. So hopefully that helps, but unity is possible. All right, the next question is, what advice do you have for upcoming college graduates on becoming effective leaders? And we have a college graduate in the room with us, Hannah from Georgia Tech. I'm not sure if she asked this, but here's my answer. The first thing is to work hard. I mean, there's no substitute to work hard to become a leader. And to, secondly, always try to do the highest quality work. I mean, working hard is one thing, but produce high quality work. But the last two I think are really unique and important. The third point I make is try as a young leader to always bring solutions to your boss or your leader, not problems. And that will test your thinking. And early in my career, I had a lot of people come to me, they would bring problems. I want people to bring me solutions, and then I can test their thinking with Socratic questions back to them to test their thinking. But that's a revolutionary switch in your mindset, no matter how young you are. But the last point I would make is, as a young person, if I had to do it all over again, I would really pay attention to what happens inside of you when the person you work for gives you feedback that you don't like, or things that make you angry at work or frustrate you. It's probably more about you than that other person. And too long in my life, I blame the other person for making me angry, when what the truth is, it was something going on inside of me. So pay attention to those cues that you're getting, because you'll learn a lot about yourself and you'll grow as a leader faster. So that's my advice. The third question for today is, who is the most impactful leader you've had in your life? I can't narrow it to one. I have to do two. The first is Jesus. Just the learning of reading the Bible, the principles of his love, and the fact that love is the answer. Even 2,000 years ago, when he was in the bloody Roman Empire, he still came out with a really radical answer that love does work. In my work life, my number one inspirational leader is Jack Hershend. And Jack is the one that taught me that love can work in a competitive work environment. And he showed me that if you care for people and treat them the right way, you can have a really, really successful business. But Jack always cared about me as an individual, calls me, still follows. We still talk once a month, and he's just a great, great human being. So those are the two I have, but please find a leader that can mentor you, someone that you trust and believe in, and it'll help you grow faster than any other single thing. So that's it for round one of these Q&A sessions. If you liked any of the answers, please, first of all, share them with others who may be helped by these answers. Submit them online to me, like more questions. I love anything you have on your mind, love to try to answer. But also give me your comments back on social media or my website. Would love to hear from you. Thanks, and we'll talk to you again soon.